Learning options is one thing, knowing what to do with them is something else. You can understand contracts, strikes, premiums, expiration, and the Greeks, but still freeze when it's time to enter, manage, or exit the trade. And here's the truth. Knowing what options are doesn't automatically mean you know how to trade them. Because once you understand the pieces, the next question becomes, what's the plan? And today, we're going to close out this beginner series by connecting everything we've learned so far and showing you how it fits into the bigger framework. Create a plan, test and optimize, and automate the plan. Hey, I'm Eric with Option Alpha, and this is Options in Plain English. Today, we're going to talk about the difference between understanding options and actually trading with a plan. At this point in the series, you've learned the foundation. You've learned what an options contract is. You learned how options are different from stocks, how strike prices change the trade, premiums, intrinsic value, extrinsic value, and why options have a clock. We've learned contract multipliers, in the money, at the money, out the money, why you can be right and still lose money, long calls and puts, short calls and puts, and the Greeks. That's a lot of information, and you've made it this far. Now you understand the basic language of options. But language is not the same thing as execution. You understand what a call option is, and you could still enter at the wrong time. You could understand premium and still overpay for a bad setup, and you could understand probability while still taking a trade that doesn't fit your risk. You might understand short puts and still size the trade too big. So this beginner's course gave you the foundation. Now, we need to turn that foundation into a repeatable process, and that starts with step 1, create a plan. A plan means you know what you're trying to do before the trade starts. Not after price moves, not after you feel nervous, or after you see a red number, but before. A real trading plan answers questions like, what strategy am I using? What strike am I choosing? What expiration am I choosing? How much am I willing to risk? Where will I take this profit? And where will I exit if I'm wrong? That's what separates a trade from a guess. A guess says, I think this stock will go up. A plan says, if this stock stays above this level by this date, this strategy makes sense because the risk, reward, probability, and timing all fit. And that's a very different mindset. This is where a lot of beginners struggle. They don't have a strategy problem, they have a planning problem. They enter because something looks good, and then they exit because they feel nervous. They might take the profit too early because they're afraid to lose it, and then they hold losers too long because they hope it comes back. And that's not a plan, that's emotion making decisions in real time. And real-time emotion is a terrible trading system. So step 1 is simple. Create a plan before the pressure starts. Now, step 2 is test and optimize. Because once you have a plan, you need to know if it actually makes sense. And this is where traders start moving from opinion to data. Instead of saying, I think this should work, you start asking, has this worked before? What happens if I change the entry? What happens if I change the exit? Or if I use a different expiration or take the profits earlier, maybe reduce the risk? That's testing and optimization. And this is important because testing is not about finding a perfect strategy. There is no perfect strategy. Testing is about understanding the trade-off. Either higher probability, which usually means a smaller reward, or a higher reward, which usually means lower probability. More time gives the trade more room, but it can also change the premium and the risk. Closer strikes pay more, but they usually come with more risk, and farther strikes may have higher probability, but less reward. So testing helps you see the trade more clearly, and it helps you stop asking, is this good or bad? And start asking the question, what am I giving up to get this? And that's the point. You're not trying to remove risk. You're trying to understand before you put money at work. And once you understand the plan, you can optimize it. Maybe that means tightening your entry rules. Maybe it means changing your profit target. Or maybe it means avoiding trades around earnings. Maybe it means using a different expiration window or reducing your position size or walking away from a strategy entirely. That's not failure. That is a process. Create the plan, test and optimize the plan, and then comes step number 3, and that's automate the plan. Now, automation does not mean the bot magically makes you a good trader. Automation simply follows the rules that you give it. And that means the quality of the automation depends on the quality of the plan. If your plan is vague, your automations will be vague too. If your plan is emotional, your automation will not fix that. But if your plan is clear, automation can help you follow it consistently. And that's the real power. Automation is not about replacing your judgment. It's about helping you execute the decisions you already made. So instead of saying, I'll probably close this if it looks bad, you could say, if this position reaches a 50% profit target, close it. Or instead of saying, I don't want to hold this too close to expiration, you could say, if the DTE is less than or equal to 5 days, you can exit. Or instead of saying, I'll enter when this feels right, you could say, if the market conditions match my entry criteria, then look for a trade. And that's how trading becomes systematic. And that's where we're going in the next series. The beginner series was all about understanding options. The next series is about turning trading decisions into rules. Because most traders focus on strategy. They ask, should I buy a call? Should I sell a put? Should I trade a spread or a covered call? Use an iron condor? But the better questions are, when exactly would I enter and when exactly would I exit? Because two traders can use the same exact strategy on the same stock with the same expiration and get completely different results. Why? Because one had rules and the other was guessing. One waited for a valid entry, the other chased. One had a profit target and the other got greedy. One had defined risk up front, the other sized too big. One had an exit plan and the other made decisions under pressure. Same strategy, different outcomes. And that's why entries and exits matter a lot. Think of it like cooking. You could have the same ingredients as a professional chef, the same meat, seasoning, pan, stove, but if you don't know when to turn the heat up or when to flip it or when to pull it off, you're not going to get the same results. The ingredients matter, but the process determines the outcome. And options are the same way. The strategy is the ingredient. Your entry and exit rules are the process. And without a process, you are just hoping the recipe works. So here's the rule I want you to remember. If you do not know your entry and exit before you enter a trade, you do not have a trade plan yet. You only have an idea. And ideas are not enough. The next series is going to focus entirely on entries and exits. We'll start with why entries and exits matter more than strategy, because execution determines outcomes. Then we'll define what a valid entry actually looks like, not a feeling or a hunch, not I saw someone post about it, but real condition-based entries. And we'll talk about timing, because you don't need perfect timing, you need consistent timing. We'll talk about probabilities and entry selection, because the strikes you choose define your risk and reward before the trade even starts. We'll talk about position sizing at entry, because risk is not something you fix later, risk is defined when you enter. And then we'll move into the exits. Profit targets, loss limits, time-based exits, managing losing trades, and how to decide what happens before the pressure starts. Because exits should not be emotional, they should be predefined. And by the end of the next series, the goal is simple. We want to turn decisions into rules. That is the beginning of systematic trading, and that's the beginning of automation. That's how you take the guesswork out of options trading. Because the goal is not just to understand options, the goal is to trade with a plan. Create the plan, test and optimize it, and then automate the plan. That's options in plain English. And that wraps up our beginner series. In the next lesson, we'll start our new series with one of the most important ideas in trading: why entries and exits matter more than strategy. And if you want a full structured track, the beginner's course is completely free at optionalpha.com. Subscribe for more options in plain English as we continue to take the guesswork out of options trading. I'll see you in the next video.